Warning, this video is not for men. If you don't want to talk about chick stuff, you don't want to hear about women issues, then stop the video now.
Let's get louder, come on, lose control. Ain't no limit while we go for more. We can shine a little tonight. Shine a little tonight.
Welcome to my She Shed, where we're going to talk about women, worry, off time, menopause, exercise, and nutrition. If you didn't get a chance to see the video about my She Shed, I will link it below. I haven't actually spent a whole lot of time in here lately, and I feel really bad about that. So I'm going to go ahead and do this new series on women, all in my She Shed. We're gonna hit on menopause, anxiety, vitamins, digestion, the kind of things that we eat and drink. I am 50, I'll be 51 this Friday. So starting to think about retirement and what life's gonna look like. I hate to exercise, so we're gonna talk about that. And I hate changing my diet. It kind of went gluten-free for a little while, so we're gonna talk about that. We're just gonna hit on some frustrations and things and some positive stuff that affect women in their 50s or 60s. So today we are going to touch base on the first one, the first W, worry. I looked up the definition of worry, and it says, give way to anxiety or unease, allows one's mind to dwell on difficulty or troubles. So that word anxiety popped up, and it seems to be popping up a lot lately. So anxiety says it's the feeling of fear, dread, and uneasiness. And to be perfectly honest with you, I'm 50 years old. I will be 51 in a few days. And I never have really, well, I can't say that I have never really experienced anxiety. When I was a small kid, I would get very nervous at the smallest thing. I didn't like to talk to strangers. I wouldn't go up and pay for something like an ice cream. I got quite anxious when it was time to try something new or go to school. But I kind of got through all that, and I just figured it was just because I was young and immature and, things bothered me easily. Then growing up, 20s, 30s, 40s, I had regular worry. You worry about your kids, you worry about your spouse, you worry about, losing your job, that kind of stuff, but never anything really intense. Then menopause hit. And along with menopause, which will be another topic when we hit the letter M, anxiety came creeping in. And I have never experienced anything like that before, where you get that weird, butterfly sensation kind of boiling up in your chest. You feel like it's hard to breathe, and it's kind of painful, but more so just kind of freaks you out. So, so it's just been starting recently, and I don't know where it comes from. And usually it's not for very important reasons. If I get upset that something went wrong at work, or if, you ordered something on Amazon and it comes and it's broke, or, sometimes your husband makes you angry because he didn't do the dishes, and then all of a sudden you're getting anxious and you're having anxiety and it's kind of hard to breathe and you get really upset. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that I never could really understand much about anxiety until it started happening to me a little bit. And, it doesn't happen very often, and it doesn't happen all the time. But when it does, it really does bother me. The thing that I did start doing this last week is taking vitamin B12. A friend of mine suggested taking it for energy, but I also did a little bit of research on the internet, And it says that B12 is especially powerful for managing your mood. And let's get serious, women in our 50s, we have moods. Yes, we do. So it says that there's a strong correlation between low levels of vitamin B12 and increased rates of anxiety. So since it's a natural vitamin anyway, and I wanted to take it just, hopefully for an energy boost, I bought some liquid vitamin B12, and it comes with a little dropper, and you just put the dropper underneath your tongue, you let it sit there for 30 seconds, and then you swallow, and it kind of has like a berry flavor. I would love to hear your ideas, down below. Comment on, what do you do to work through your anxiety? Is it yoga? Is it deep breathing exercises? Is it putting on music, and maybe going into a dark, cool room? Or did you go to the doctor and, they prescribed something for that? Let's talk about what it is that we can do as women to help each other out with these anxious moments in our lives. Why are we having the anxiety, and what can we do to help it? What can we do to share our feelings and emotions to the people around us? Maybe our spouse doesn't understand what it feels like to have anxiety. You know how men are, right? They want to slay the dragon for us. They want to fix the problem, but that may not necessarily be what we want or what we need. So how can we share that information with our loved ones? How can we support each other as women in these situations? Yeah, so thank you very much for joining me. I know it's not super exciting just watching me sit here and talk. There will be more adventure videos to come. But yeah, let's do women things together. So thanks for listening. Have a great day.